So what are we up to today? Today we're going to be checking out the AUTOPOTs. These ones right here. We're going to check out the roots in the 5-gallon Geopods, the 6.6-gallon plastic pots, along with the 3.9 plastic pots. Because I don't know if you guys forgot about the purple lemonade down here, but I have to put the other one in the AUTOPOT and it's ready. But you can see about what size they're getting. That one is all trained out. It is taking up the space from here to over here-ish. That whole space is all the one plant. And then this one right here is the one I'm transplanting. I'm going to bury part of that stem in the dirt. But here's some size comparisons. This is the 6.6 gallon. You see what size it looks like to my hand. This is the 3.9 gallon, 3.9 gallon, 6.6, and that's the 5-gallon Geopod. There's a fabric pot. But look at the size of this girl. She was a good plant. And if you can't tell, some construction has also started. I'm walling this off and making this a playroom for my kids, and also a bedroom over here for my oldest. That right here is where the door will be. Now these are my ladies. These are all AUTOPOTs, like I said. We're gonna check out the roots of both 3.9 gallon pots. I had 2 autos in this. I had 1 auto here and 1 auto here. They're both in Living Cocoa from Back to Earth Works. Both autos were the Frostbanger from Fast Buds. Go ahead and pull them out. Both are great plants, really. So really that looks pretty perfect. You see a little bit of root boundness right there where it's a little thicker, but overall it looks great. I'm surprised this is still wet because I chopped this like 2-3 weeks ago and it's just still holding moisture. And then I'm gonna take this. Well, you actually see in the bottom here even. It just came out. There's still a little bit of soil down here in the bottom that didn't have roots in it, maybe about an inch. Which is probably where the wettest part was, I'd imagine. But I'm gonna cut this in half. Which way should I cut it? Cut it, it doesn't matter. Just see what it looks like on the inside. You got this big roots, and you have all the rest of it just filled with itty bitty roots. If you can see that. I'm debating if I want to reuse this and use the regenerative kit. But anyway, let's get into the second one. That one ripped off. Like I said, it's probably been about, well, it's been over a month. It looks pretty much the same. Right around here, you have a little more, where it's starting to root bound just a little bit. But as far as everything else, it looks identical. And then these pots are super easy to clean. It just comes right out. That's the nice thing about the plastic, super easy to clean. Okay, which one next? We're gonna do the big one or this big one? We're gonna go with the double bubble donkey fart from Sativa. This was in the 6.6 gallon pot. Let's see how much it filled this up. If I can get it out of there. Without ripping it out. There she goes. Jeez. Like I said, well, this one wasn't the big plant. This one was even bigger. This was the double bubble donkey fart OG from Sativa. And those roots are freaking gorgeous. And it filled it all the way up to the bottom of the pot. Just starting to root down there on the outside on this bottom. This was a 30% perlite. I don't know if there's any point in really cutting this open. The root guards are still in great shape as well. There's no holes or anything in them. Just wash them, put them back in there. Next, this is the 5-gallon Geopod. Now this plant was a good sized plant, very healthy. I don't know how easy it's going to come out of here. You see roots are coming out of the bottom a little bit through the sock. Nothing crazy. It did get into here a little bit, but the whole entire time the system worked great. You do want to try to keep the roots out of the aqua valve because they can prevent it from working or working as good. The socks won't come off. That is not. That's what it looks like underneath the sock. On the outside of the pot, more roots. Now this pot also had the air dome in it as well. I feel the base down here in the bottom. Okay, the pot is off. All the roots, like I said, were going through the pot, at least down in the bottom. That's where the bottom is. That's on top of the air dome base. That's what the base looks like underneath it. Just the whole entire base is filled up, which means that the air dome is right here in the middle of this. Tell the difference between the fabric pot, the Geopods, versus the plastic pot with the root boundness. Not that these were really bad. These were just fine. They still grew fine the whole entire grow. But you don't get the root boundness when you're in a fabric pot and using air pruning. This is the air dome itself. That's the base. Like all this in here is all just roots. This is the cross. Those roots freaking loved having the oxygen right there. But if you haven't seen the air domes, this is what they look like. Basically all it's doing is pumping air through this line into here. This rubber has slices in it all the way, this whole way. So air is getting pumped in and it's just coming out this whole entire thing full of oxygen. And the plants seem to freaking love it. They do say that if you use an air dome, you don't have to use the perlite necessarily. If you use the 30% perlite like I did in the other pots, you don't necessarily need the air dome. I don't know which way is necessarily better. I can tell you that this plant with the air dome was pretty massive for being in a 5-gallon pot. I mean, it wasn't a 5x5 tent, so it did have a little bit bigger space. It did take over like half to quarter to a half of the tent. It took up a big portion of it. Well, on the next video or one of the other videos, I'm going to be cleaning these AUTOPOTs because now I got to clean this AUTOPOT Then I got to put the purple lemonade from Fast Buds into this AUTOPOT. And then I got to put the purple lemonade from Fast Buds into this 3.9 gallon AUTOPOT. And I also need to clean up this mess. And also, I forgot, this is what my AUTOPOTs look like after about 4 months of not cleaning them. I think the whole entire time I cleaned them maybe once, but besides that, I don't think I cleaned them the whole entire time. Honestly, I don't even think I did them once. I did clean the reservoir once. This is all that's left. Really not awful for 4 months of growth. Same for over here. Minus the dirt that's about to come in there. The dirt's from me dropping it in there. That's the one that had the roots in it. Still working.